Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co, and we have an unboxing and rambling for Assassin's Creed Apocalypse. This is a, I believe, pre-production copy of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice Apocalypse. I think that's the full title over here. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice Apocalypse. This is the expansion from Triton Nor from Ubisoft for the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice game. Now, let's go ahead and dive into this as usual. Before we start, this is an unboxing and rambling. For those, oh, by the way, I'm sorry. Whenever I'm not doing my Ember, I'm all like auto source. I'm supposed to have like a knife here. I'm supposed to say coffee shot, then open it up. But the problem is my coffee isn't even in this shot. It's not even in this shot. Coffee shot. Now we got our coffee shot. This is my iced coffee, which I heavily gone into detail in other videos about my whole entire iced coffee. Wait, what video? I think I have an overdue video. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure the order of videos because I just realized I have another video that didn't go up yet, but I did film it already. It's all good. Anyways, this is an unboxing and rambling. For those who are new here, that means I'm going to go ahead and talk about the game, unbox the game, but also talk about whatever else comes to mind throughout the course of this video. This is the, like I said already, I believe pre-production copy of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice. I say pre-production only because usually when there's no shrink, that's usually what it means, although not always. There was that one time with Agamonia where the box was so large it couldn't be shrinked because it didn't fit in the shrinking machine. The shrinking machine sounds like an entirely different thing than what it actually is. The shrinking machine is not a machine that is constantly getting smaller and smaller. Rather, it is a machine that is shrinking other things, which still isn't quite a clear explanation because shrinking other things makes it sound like it's now a machine that makes other things smaller and smaller. Instead, it's a machine that puts shrink wrap around other things unless those things are too large, in which case you cannot do so. I am realizing that calling something a shrinking machine has several possible interpretations, although only one really fits within the bounds of the current science that we know and love, or just know. Anyways, we have our bookmarks over here, in case you wanted Assassin's Creed bookmarks for either your games, tracking where you are in a campaign or whatnot, or alternatively to read your Assassin's Creed books. I don't know if there are Assassin's Creed books, but now you have bookmarks to read them. You are allowed to use the bookmarks for other books, I am told. You can use them for whatever you want, but I just don't know why you do that. Anyways, we have our Assassin's Creed rulebook and memories. Let's take this box top over here. I got a little splattering of coffee on there, I think. It must be coffee. I don't know what other moisture we have in the basement. This, like I said already, is an expansion to Brotherhood of Venice, a game that I love and don't know what the status of it is in my collection. Which, for context, meaning Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice is an incredible game. I love the experience. I think it's a great game. I think it's one of the better campaign games I've played. The stealth, the mechanics, the theme, it takes everything they took from the V Commando system, hence the name V Sabotage, and then they took that and put it to an IP that fits perfectly to that system. So all things are good in that case. The only thing really here is that as a campaign game, I don't play campaign games as much as I'd like to. I always want to, and shorter ones I dive into, but I don't know how often I'm going to table Brotherhood of Venice, but I refuse to get rid of it because it is that good. We have our rulebook over here. Now, I have played through the prototype of this, so I do have a general idea of, the differences, the things, the poison, the snakes, all the new things, the trotting of the trees. There are some new elements going on in this game, and an entirely new world map that I do think is a much better replacement for the headquarters system from Brotherhood of Venice, which means that I am very interested in playing this. Very interested in going through this because it's basically Assassin's Creed but better, or at least as far as my memory goes. We have a whole bunch of memories to go through. Let's see if we have a bit of an index of. We have these. That's the exploration table. How many is there? Choose your own adventure like context? No, there's not really a page. I guess these are rules first. Let's go through the rules, and then we have our sequences. So we have sequence 1 memory A1, 2. So a bunch of these, but I don't know how many there actually are. I'd have to count them individually, and I don't know if I want to do that right now. Here we go. Here's gonna be a table of memories. So we have this many memories, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 memories being added in this expansion over here. And we have some notes on the characters, and that's basically your rules. Now, by the way, the rules over here, it seems intimidating, but the rules are only really for pages. Oh, let's see. We start on page, we have our contents, and then we have page 2 to 9. 2 to 9. 7 pages of rules to go through. Assuming you already know Assassin's Creed, that is. You do have to know Assassin's Creed already. Brotherhood of Venice. But that's what we have for this, and then we have these, which is our world maps, which are there a few. What's going on here? So we have our world map over here, which is going to be the new system replacement for headquarters. You'll start off over here, and then you're moving around the board, interacting with various locations of the board, which is fun. We have what is either art prints or more world maps. Are they? They just gave us a bunch of world maps to go through. So fun. So you have more world maps to be able to go through this multiple times and plant your stickers wherever you need to. Where are the stickers? I believe there are stickers. And then are the stickers in here or are they separate? They must not be in here. I don't think they're in here. Okay. And then we have this over here, which is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Venice Apocalypse. Start by storing your cards. Okay. This is basically just giving you an overview of, well, stuff and things. Anyways, that's as far as we got as far as our rule books, our starting map, our scenario guide. This is, let's go ahead and dive into components, other components. So we'll put this off to the side. We'll grab this. We'll put this off to the side too. Trying to figure out the best way to organize this. We found our stickers, but first we got our punch boards. Throwing things on camera is always awkward, by the way, because if you ever drop something, which I have done, it's like, I mean, you could edit, but I try not to edit, and so that should be just an awkward moment where I drop something, and I'm like, I didn't even have to throw that, but I chose to throw that, and now I dropped it. So we have our punch boards over here, which are going to have our crocodiles. You have crocodiles in this game. This is going to be a crocodile that wants to attack and bite you and eat you. That's your crocodile guy. Okay, you're gonna have to deal with those traps and them wandering off and trying to attack you, or sometimes your opponents. They are your security guards or whatnot as well. Over here, we have our punch boards. So we got our punch board tiles over here, the various new locations. This will be, making out the map and all that. So we have more punch boards, more locations. We also have a giant Naga head that replaces the tower from the original game. Same general core concept, but more tiles and more locations. Place the Naga miniature here, or use one of the other sides. So you have the Naga miniature and a shadow. Ooh, fun. So you have a shadow aspect going on here. There we go. There's the Naga. So you can either use this side of the board if you don't want the physical representation, or you can place the Naga over here if you do want the physical representation. Which, the Naga, I don't remember how much it bothered me or didn't bother me. The original tower in the original Assassin's Creed, and here we got a giant tomb and or river. So it's going to be your punch board tiles for the game. The original Assassin's Creed, I loved the tower in theory, but in practice the tower would often take up too much of... Just dropped a miniature on the table. Not from this game. The tower would take up too much. It would block you visually, so it would be very hard to actually use the tower. The Naga is not as obtrusive, but I don't know how obtrusive it is. I don't remember whether I used it in my... I think I did use it when I played. I don't think it's as bad as the tower. This also means it's not as visually impressive, so it's a bit of a trade-off there. Over here we have our stickers. These are going to be the various stickers that go onto the board in various locations as you explore, so that's the fun part there. And then we have... So, what is this? Is this a second Naga? No. Let's you know what? We're gonna open. You know what? I'm gonna open this now because I'm looking over here in this box, and we have our Naga in this box. I think we have our Naga, unless I'm messing up what's what in this game. Anyways, by the way, this should be delivering soon to backers if it hasn't already by the time you watch this video. But I have to figure out when I'm playing it. Again, I do refuse to get rid of the original, which if you watch my channel, if you know how much I call games, it is a good sign that that's a boss. This is the Naga, that's a boss. I'm messing it up over here. If you know how often I call games and how much I get rid of stuff, the fact that I refuse to get rid of Assassin's Creed is definitely a testament to how much I enjoyed it. But I still have to actually play it. That's the tricky part. So we have our tower over here. This is going to be a tower that goes on the board, on that tile spot, casting a shadow across the board. You can actually see the shadow. You see, this is the shadow over here. You can see the small shadow. There's actually a small shadow there too because there's different light sources going on in this basement. One more visually hitting this, and one more broadcast at the ceiling, which bounces back a little bit and gets that small little shadow over there. See if I move it, you'll see the shadow moves. Who knows? The shadow knows. Anyways, in here we have our dice. We have a metal token. This is fun over here. I like this metal token. This all goes in there. We'll show you the miniatures shortly. We do have miniatures to go through over here. We have, well, I wonder how many layers that is. Anyways, we have our metal token over here. So this is a metal Assassin's Creed token, in case you wanted that, because why not? So a metal Assassin's Creed token. I don't know if it's a player marker or what it is, but it's cool because it's metal. Anything metal is cool by default. If you haven't already, you should watch a video by, these are going to be your scenario cards. I'm not going to go through these. I might de-shrink it, but I'm not going to go through them. But if you should watch a video by Jeff Kornberg, by the Dragon's Tomb, about metal components. I can't remember what it was. Was it dice? It started off with something, but either maybe it's metal coins. He has a video about metal stuff that is worth the price of admission. These are dividers, by the way. These aren't actually anything that I have to worry about spoilers for. So, let's put these in here. Let's put these over here. Let's show you some of these. We got some cubes, and we have our dice too. These dice. Here we go. Let's scroll our poison dice. I think these are poison dice. I can't fully remember. I did play this during the prototype phase. I remember some of the core differences from the base game and this. The main thing was the shift to the headquarters phase. Past that, I used a lot of the same basic elements with some new elements. Like, again, I remember poison and crocodiles and hiding in trees. Those are the main things I remember. I don't know what I don't remember that I should remember. Now, do we have anything underneath here? I'm not supposed to tell you if we do, by the way. Nope, we don't have anything underneath there. We really don't. No, really, we actually don't have. There's nothing underneath. There's nothing underneath the insert. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say there's nothing underneath the insert. I just have a tick, which is annoying because where does this go? That's like annoying because this has to go back in here into a separate box, which I don't love. But I'll probably just dump the insert, or even honestly, if I go properly organize my original Assassin's Creed, I could probably dump the insert in there, get all of this and all the expansions in there with no problem at all. But let's show you some miniatures. Here are some cards for, again, I'm not going to show you these because these have the stop on them. These are actually spoilerific stuff for the various encounters you're going through. And I feel that showing you that stuff is mean. Well, not necessarily mean, but I don't think you're supposed to show things. And same with these, honestly. We have all these equipment over here. Stop, place the fallen cards behind the divider. So some of this stuff might be spoiler stuff, and some of it might not, because they're just telling you where to put it behind. But they are things you unlock as you go. So I don't want to mess with them, which makes this a slightly less interesting unboxing. But I also want to respect the whole process of you being able to discover this stuff on your own. Because as you go through the game, you're going to unlock new equipment, new gear, and new things. And that's all fun, but that's something that I want to let in the eternal words of Rodney Smith. That's something that I'll let you discover on your own. I think he says it like that. It's something like that. Anyways, miniatures. So we have a whole lot of archers here. This is going to be a shorter unboxing than I thought because I'm not showing you any cards over here. We have our archers over here. Let me zoom in a bit more as far as this goes. Let's get you a drop closer. So our archers. And zoom. There we go. So there's your archer sculpts. Just some basic archer sculpts. Nothing too fancy. They do the job. They're archers. You'll have to kill them because they're all in your way. We have our shadow dancers over here, and these are more dangerous people, I guess. I don't remember which ones were more dangerous. So there's two sculpts here. I don't remember which ones were more dangerous, but we'll show you them over here. So we have these guys over here. That's these guys. And then we have these guys over here. And then we have two special sculpts as well, two unique sculpts. Well, also, I guess we have the big giant boss. So these ones as well are going to be fighting against you. And again, some of these were more dangerous than others. I don't remember which ones were the more dangerous of the types. But we'll show you our remaining small sculpts. We have this guy over here, which is holding the Eden. Is that the Orb of Eden? I can't remember what it's called. It's called the Apple of Eden. Was that what it's called? It's been a while since I played this game properly in the video game form. So I should dive back in. They have that new one coming up. But then we have this one over here. And that's that. And then we lastly have the big guy, at which point we will wrap up this very short unboxing for you. This is going to be the big guy over here, the giant snake boss you're fighting off against, not to be confused with the Naga that you'll be standing on. This is the guy that you're trying to, eat and destroy. That is going to be your unboxing for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice Apocalypse. A very short unboxing, not a ton of things to go over here, but in any case, until next time, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.